Hello and welcome to Math with Miss B. We're going to continue our delve into statistics. In the last video, we learned how to find mean, median, and mode, the 3 M's of statistics. Today, we're looking at our 2 ranges, just range and the interquartile range. So our standard, we're still in standard 6MA E43. We're looking at giving quantitative measures of variability, which is our interquartile range. So what is range? Range is the distance between the smallest number and the largest number in the data set, and they're subtracted. So if we have 1, 5, 9, 13, 15, and 15, our range would be 15 minus 1, the largest number and the smallest number, which gives us a range of 15. The interquartile range, or IQR, is the distance between the first quartile, the Q1, and the third quartile, the Q3. So to find a quartile, you first have to find your median, because this splits your data set into 2 groups. So in our example, we have 1, 5, 7, 9, 13, 15, and 15, and our median, the number in the middle, is 9. Now we can see this is made 2 distinct groups. And so our Q1 is the middle of the smaller numbers, and our Q1 is 5. And our Q3 is the middle of the larger numbers, which is the first 15. So to find the IQR, we take Q3, subtract Q1. So 15 minus 5 gives us 10. So let's jump into some examples. So this data set might look familiar because it is from our mean, median, and mode video. This came from the question, how many siblings do you have? And so the first thing we need to do is organize this so that the numbers are in order from smallest to largest. Once we do that, we can begin working to find our range and our IQR. So the range is the largest number, 8, minus the smallest number, 0. 8 minus 0 leaves us with 8 for the range. Now remember, with the IQR, we have to start by finding the median. That's the number in the middle, so I'm going to use my dot method. And we see that 3 is in the middle of our data set, so our median is 3. This splits our data into 2 groups. We have the small number group, so that will give us our Q1. So the middle of this group is a pair of 1s. Well, they're both 1s, so we know my Q1 is just 1. For my Q3, the middle of my larger number, again, we have 2 numbers, but they're different. So this time we take what I call just a baby average or a baby mean. So we're going to say 4 plus 5 equals 9 divided by 2, and that gives us 4.5. To find the actual IQR, remember it's a type of range, so we have to subtract. So we're going to say Q3, which is 4.5, minus Q1, which is 1, will give us an interquartile range of 3.5. Let's look at one more example. Again, this is similar to the one in the previous video where we have a selection of grades for a student. We're going to put these in order, again, from smallest to largest, so that we can find our range and our IQR. So again, the range is the largest number, 94, minus the smallest number, 45. So 94 minus 45 gives us a range of 49. The IQR, we're going to start by finding our median. Okay, so that's the number in the middle. I'm going to mark them off with dots, as is my preferred method. And I see my median is 83. Now to find my Q1 and my Q3. So I'm going to find the middle of this first group, and I see it's 2 numbers. So 70 plus 78 gives us 148 divided by 2, which gives us 74. My Q3, again, I have two numbers, so I'm going to add them. So 90 plus 91 equals 181 divided by 2 gives me a Q3 of 90.5. So finally, I need to subtract. So 90.5 minus 74 gives me a range of 16.5. Now, I want to make one alteration in this so we can see what's different when we have an even set of numbers. Okay, so we're going to throw out this 45. Let's say the student got to drop their lowest test grade. So we can see what happens to the range and the IQR. So the range, we're still going to take the largest, 94, and subtract the smallest, which is 70. And that'll give us a range of 24. The IQR, again, we have to find the median. In this case, we have two numbers in the median, 83 and 85. So we're going to take the average of those divided by 2. So we add and divide and get that our median is 84. Now, what does this change? So what it does, rather than leaving these in the middle, because 84 is actually in between them, the 83 and the 85 will each join a group. The 83, since it's smaller, will join the smaller group, and the 85, since it's larger, will join the larger group. Okay, so we have to find the middle number. So for Q1, that's going to be using 78 and 81. So 78 plus 81 gives us 159 divided by 2. 2 times 9. So 79.5. Our Q3 in this case hasn't changed, so it's still 90 plus 91, which gives us 181 divided by 2, which gives us 90.5. So my IQR is 90.5 minus 79.5. And that gives us a range of 11. Okay, so overall, dropping the 45 didn't change my IQR that much. It changed my range enormously. And you would see if we did this with the mean, it would also change the mean a lot. But that is all for this video, and I look forward to seeing you at another Math with Ms. V video. Thanks for dropping by.